and realize that we are well on our way to being the best versions of ourselves. And folks, believe me, once you get a load of what you're going to soon get a load of, there ain't no turning back. You don't see me wanting to turn back, do you? No, you don't. So the first individual we're going to take a look at here is okay, if everybody can see this woman here, her name is Michi X. Michi X, folks, is a woman who has, for the most part, as a result of the alarm that I have created over the last 17 months in regards to bringing down the third eye blind house of confusion, she's been put in place so as, and you see her name's Michi X. Now, folks, in the event, most of these videos are created that in the event you run into me, you will hear these individuals using all of my talking points. And most of these individuals who haven't just created a video and uploaded it and are uploading videos every couple months, most of these videos are videos that will use all of my talking points. And the people that I'm going to show you, these gatekeepers, they act as if the information that they're saying out of their mouth is information that came out of their mouth genuinely. And of course, none of it did. All of this information is information gleaned off of this show. And these individuals have been creating videos. And as I said, this woman in particular, I don't know, I can't remember after doing research on her, if she has created videos and put date stamps on them for 5 years ago, talking about the vibrational frequencies, talking about third eye open awareness, and talking about reincarnation, but many of them have. This woman here, pay attention to everything she does on the internet. She is Decepticon to the hilt, okay? And she is working against your redemption, your clarity. Mark my words, everything I say is real. So let's go on here to the next picture. This gentleman here, Tom McDonald. Now, folks, because of the fact that I have begun to reach the rap community, not only in Africa, but in America, the entertainment industry, realizing that I have exposed much of their activities over the past 17 months, has decided to not only gang stalk me on the internet, but in the industry, they're also doing the same thing. They have a lot of their artists, and I told you, a lot of these artists, they're already owned by the entertainment. They're owned by the system. And the system has them create music for them as entertainment. And in a situation like our third eye blind system is in, where they realize they're going to lose everything, they have gotten this individual to literally do the same thing as I've done. Either he's had a ghostwriter write the lyrics to his song here, or he's decided to look at my videos, and after looking at my videos, he's created his own videos using all of my talking points, and of course putting a date stamp on his videos for 3 years ago. Or 1 year ago, of course, this video says, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, he is a gatekeeper. Now, 1 year ago, of course, I was 7 months into the Worldwide Paradigm Shift show, and at that time, I had, of course, made, I've had made many individuals. I brought many exposure to many individuals in the music industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, think about it. At that time, you can imagine why they brought this song, post-dated this one, or date stamped this video, and with a 1 year date stamp. Now, of course, this gentleman's made other videos, and his videos are date stamped for 2 and 3 years. This is in accordance with the same old gatekeeping schedule as the other individuals who are presently working to stand in alignment or in a line against an aligned defense against your third eye open, high vibrational standard awareness and its reemergence. As I was saying, this individual, he, of course, is being told no differently or he is post-dating his videos no differently than the other ones. So as 4 years ago, so that you believe in the event that you run into any of my videos that I created in 2021, January, that I'm just some crazy guy who started to plagiarize other people's material after viewing their material 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago. And then I decided to, in my own delusion and my desperation to want to be somebody special, create a false narrative and for some reason go so damn deep just to say that I'm the long ago prophesied to come melanated Messiah. And, I'm here to help you. And what they want you to believe is that I'm just out of my mind crazy. And, folks, that is the farthest thing from the truth. How about we go on to the next one? They're in the same boat that I told you everyone else was. So, who we're going to next is this woman doing the same thing I just explained to you. I've heard Mrs. Vicky Dillard explain to her audience where she's doing a podcast. She's asking people to do sessions with her. And of course, they pay for these sessions. And the information she's providing these individuals with is information that she is gleaning off of viewing my videos since January 2021, the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show videos. She's telling individuals that she is getting downloads from the ancestors. Folks, you and I both know that since this campaign has begun, that we don't have ancestors, we're infinite. So this woman's not even being authentic. 1 minute she'll say that we're spirit beings having a physical experience, no differently than the other gatekeepers like Dr. Mumbai from Africa. She'll say the same thing, and then she'll talk about ancestors. If you're a spirit being, you can't have ancestors. Folks, these individuals' problem is they are infinite beings who have no understanding of the reality. They're in an interdimensional, they're having an interdimensional experience. So they're getting their infinite identity mixed up with their temporal experience in their temporal body, their avatar. They're confused. Be very cautious of this woman. She is not who you think she is. This gentleman here, Michael Hammer. Michael Hammer is a gatekeeper, of course, for the non-proliferation of your third eye open awareness. Now, this gentleman, folks, if he had as much knowledge as he claims he has on our situation, and of course, he knows what's going on, wouldn't he have been able to tell you more about your electrochemical, magnetic, immortal life support, creation matrix, genetic evolutionary program, and the electrochemical temporal conditions that you're presently dealing with a long time ago? Now, this gentleman works with Lance Kerb. Lance Kerb's the individual man who's working for our system, our third eye blind system of a down, the colonizers. He works in Ghana, Africa, and he has a radio show and an internet show. And of course, Michael Hammer was a guest on his show at the time last year when I attempted, or in January of 2021, when I informed you folks that I was attempting to contact the world and, of course, the African continent first in my in this campaign to redeem the melanated man and woman. And of course, here is a picture of Lance Kerb. Of course, I explained to you folks that this gentleman, and of course, you know, this video just came out the other day, by the way. This is a gatekeeper, ladies and gentlemen, who has been working vigorously to literally stop my progress and literally destroy the melanated man and woman's opportunity at knowing who they are, where they are, and what their potential is. Very dangerous individual here. Why are they dangerous? Because our true body matters more than our temporal body. This earth, it is our support program. And these guys don't care about it dying just so that they can have a good time on it before they leave their body. They're demons. Literally, individuals totally numb and unconscious of the value of an avatar, the value of a conscious contribution, the value of our true body, the earth. Very dangerous people. We have to let them know that we know exactly who they are 24 hours a day, because you and I are under 24-hour assault by these third eye blind agents in this matrix program. How to be totally free, living the life you want and fly. Ralph Smart. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this man is another gatekeeper, selling you dreams with promises of champagne wishes and caviar dishes. It's nothing but a lie. They have no awareness, and this man in particular, he has no awareness of the underlying electromagnetic processes that allow him to smile at you with those big old bright teeth, and you to, with your big old bug eyes, look into the screen, staring at him as if he's going to say something to you that is going to expand your awareness any more than it is already. And he hasn't, and you know he hasn't, because I know he doesn't have the capacity. That's why I can say that he hasn't. Next up is, let's see here, folks. Oh, this is a good one. Next up, my brothers, is okay, that's not. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, brothers and sisters, I'm going to take an intermission break. I hope that everyone is still here. You're going to enjoy the rest of this clip here. Give me one moment. I want you to have an opportunity to consider what I've just told you, and I'll be right back. All right, brothers and sisters, I am back, and I want to thank everybody once again for joining me. I'm certainly enjoying every second of this, and let's get back to the pictures. So next, we have Mr. Willie D. Mr. T.D. Jakes. Now, something very interesting about all of these gatekeepers that I'm showing you, they are all a part of the same gang stalking promenage of individuals who are keepers of the gate of third eye blindness, unconsciousness, the false narrative, the low vibrational perception. These individuals, they are, as a matter of fact, speaking of Mr. T.D. Jakes, Mr. T.D. Jakes was, yesterday, this gentleman was, I viewed one of his shows where he is now all of a sudden speaking to his audience in respect to sensory awareness, sensory potential, and how it is God wants us to function and use our senses. Now, where on God's green earth do you think that Mr. T.D. Jakes got that bit of information there, folks? For brothers and sisters, you and I have to now open our eyes. These people are deadly serious about keeping you and I dependent upon all of the chaos and confusion that they have built up around us. These people are very, very, very deadly serious about keeping you not only spiritually poor, but materially, physically sick, while they remain in possession of your true identity narrative, your true electromagnetic signal potential. While they stay in the position of keeping you in low vibrational perception, weak in magnetic potential, destroyed in the perspective of having a vision. They want you to remain with nothing more than a bridge to truth. And that would be the religion that I told you to. It's sad. Willie D, despite his obvious and seeming sincerity, he seems to be all for us, his people, to a great degree. But then you always see that he leans more toward being sustained by the fleeting value of $1 and the lifestyle that does nothing but bring destruction to our true body. You even find him referring you to other gatekeepers he's in alliance with. Boy, folks, these gatekeepers have teams. They're now working very hard to keep every one of you in confusion, third eye blindness. They want to control your false reality narrative, your false identity narrative by grabbing a hold right now of your time narrative. And at this time, you're free. And they know that I know that they can't touch you anymore. They know that I know that you're not aware of this. They know that you know that your reality is being moment by moment manipulated and constructed into your awareness through 5 sensory aware programming, which I'll further explain very shortly, 24 hours a day, by individuals that only appear to truly care. Individuals that only appear to be spiritually sensitive. But you always notice that they have a greater propensity for materialism. Why do you have to be a multi-trillionaire with 5 jets just to tell someone the truth about how beautiful their existence really is? Further, why do you need to have the access to a diet that is full of things that you know are scripturally, alchemically, by the esoteric laws that govern our electromagnetic conversion, literally against your natural diet, like meats and cheeses and eggs, things like that nature. Anything that has eyes, nose, ears, mouth, you should not be eating. These individuals are doing a hell of a job on us. They keep us sick. They keep us confused. They keep us determined to find our value in this patriotism bullcrap. We're going to be bosses. We're going to be rich. We're going to have everything. God wants us to be wealthy. Does God want you to also take into account what you've done to this planet? Or doesn't that matter? All right, folks, the next gentleman to whom you'll find many of these gatekeepers influencing you to go view one of their shows, check out this guy, check out that guy. Willie D will tell you to check out this guy here. K Reno. Look at that black book in his hand. A Long Short Way. That's a thumbnail to his program. Parental advisory. Just another gatekeeper, folks, who has been put in place over the last 17 months to bring chaos to your present reality narrative. This gentleman right here you can find on YouTube, just like all the rest of these lowlifes, scums. He in particular has, look at this ridiculous knucklehead. It's sad. Skull and bones, an empty male body. This gentleman has, over the past 17 months, viewed all of my information, all of the talking points, my videos, the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show videos, your videos. He has taken all the talking points that he felt were going to be necessary to create the variable of chaos and confusion that he is being paid to create. And he is actually I cannot believe these people put as much work into what they're doing as they do, when in reality, they set themselves up for, a total crack in their wall. When you're dealing with the Holy Spirit, my brother, you're not dealing with what you think you're dealing with. Folks, get a good look at this guy. He's not real. Go check his site out. Listen to some of his music videos. He speaks on reincarnation, as I do. He speaks on... Now remember, you got to remember, folks, the reason why they're creating all of these videos and date stamping them for 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, is so that you will think that after viewing their uploads, that in the event you run into any of my videos, and of course they know you will because I've reached out to the world, anyone who's anyone, and they know that I have, because I've let everyone know that that is what I had to do. So they know that in the event you do run into one of my videos, that you probably also had interest in other videos that related to being third eye open and the new age, and being high vibrational, and eating the proper foods, things of that nature. Well, folks, remember the book that I just read to you, it described to you many of the keywords that I would be using to help you individuals to avail yourselves to your natural standard of conscious electromagnetic awareness and electromagnetic potential, which would avail you to being the airbenders that you are. Well, this gentleman, K Reno, has several videos out where he uses all of my talking points. And by the way, he's Willie D's friend. Willie D will have you a viewer. And folks, this is how the manipulation of our minds is accomplished, through this through a strategy that, of course, is held together by gatekeepers. Okay? Individuals who've been picked by the system to literally proliferate the third eye blind agenda. Well, of course, all the individuals who are working presently, the majority of them, especially those who have viral videos, it went 60,000 people viewed it in a half an hour. These individuals are plants. They're not real. They are specifically being used to make sure that you get swept up in greater numbers. Now, how do we do that? You could imagine a million viewers watching Willie D's show. Well, Willie D's aware of the reality that, of course, the long ago prophesied Messiah is on his job, because I have been and I've contacted him in the past. Well, he's also aware of the reality that they must present a hell of a defense. He's also aware of the reality of the gang stalking, hijacking of our redemption attempt that these individuals have been mandated to play out. So he's aware of those who are poised to present you a show that will, of course, result in you being confused and in chaos, because chances are they know you've seen my videos since January 2021. He'll tell Willie D, and he has done it over the last few days because I've watched his videos, several of his uploads. He'll tell you, check out my boy K Reno, that dude, man, he got a mind on him. Now he's deep. This is exactly what he has recently said. You'll go to K Reno, you'll hear him. Of course, you'll see his videos, see that it's 7, 8, 9 years old. You'll hear him speaking on reincarnation and how he went from one avatar to the next and one body to the next, and then he reincarnated into an ape, and he reincarnated into a cherry, and then the old man. Folks, these people are dangerous, and they're very, very fearful of losing hold on what? Your ignorance. I'm going to open it up. So we've gotten done with K Reno. Here's the next gentleman. Presently, you see how they got to have a Buddha. They got to put a Buddha. They're literally attempting to totally drown all of my efforts out and, create their own little, their own little skits and, their backdrops. And here's another guy, New Life Tools. Folks, I ain't got to tell you much about him.